zone right on time to save it.
Oops, and eSuba about to get underway. Our first map is going to be clear. The caps are on the screen. The attacker spawning in the northwest on your screen, and the defender in the southeast. So the same spawns as in normal battles. Here we go, the lineups. Utopia versus Utopia.
About that.
Yeah. Let's just look at the lineups when we get in-game, shall we?
Well, the guys on the right side are not Utopia.
Well, Sturoids is there, and he is in a Utopia.
Oh dear.
So, you know.
Well, you cannot play one against another. That's against the league rules. So we're going to just see when the game enters how it goes.
Here we go. So bad shots all around for the side of Utopia with one T100 light tank and one TVP eSuba, double 5A, and just bad shots.
Two 5As and budgets, and we have a light tank on Utopia. That will bring a bit of a deficit in their gunpowder there, but I guess they want just to get a super aggressive position. Froley here, taking an old school approach here. This is the rock we've seen used many times so far.
He better hug that rock for his dear life. Combat in the meantime, getting spotted out already in the backlines, taking some shots in his bad shot, down to 1029 HP, but still fine so far. But now these 5As are starting to come from behind, and Utopia, you might be in trouble because you get an overroost. They're coming from the backside. Bihu takes one in the meantime. Sturoid trying to make a connection on towards Froley. Does actually get it now. Froley is going to be able to reposition those Sturoids. Might be able to get one more shot, but
nice shot actually.
Very nice shot. Froley down to 957, but never carry. In the meantime, paid for that. He's down to 460.
This is a pretty big deficit there for them, and let's not forget what we said. Papa Pavian is playing a light tank. I mean,
why are they not pushing this? They could have totally pushed this.
But look, Froley is already there, and so is looking right behind him. If they push, it's gonna be a huge, huge amount of damage coming to the first tank pushing on those VZs.
Yeah, but look at Utopia though. Shuku's there, Bihu's there. There's a T100 light tank over there as well. Shuku picks up from the top, spots out these 5As.
Lukin needs to be patient.
Wants
he
to
needs
take
to
the
be
shot.
patient.
Muka is now starting to clip in his TVP though. Lukin repositions his aim. He's not going to shoot. Muka only did one shot of damage. Lukin.
It's a trap. It's a trap, and Lukin is smart. He's smart enough to save the shots.
It is a trap. He's still looking towards Shuku there. If Shuku peeks 1 inch too far, Lukin will clip him out.
He needs to track him for that to happen. So I think he's just waiting for a certain moment or for those budgets to try to commit on VZs and then have a shot. Like, he can shoot him anytime for one shot of damage.
He really wants to take this shot. You can see it. He really, really wants to shoot.
It's hard to
Shuku.
resist. Okay.
If Shuku makes, like, if he goes a little bit too far, I don't think Lukin will hesitate to take that shot because he can give him 3 by the time he's out.
And the thing is, Shuku might get impatient.
Yeah, Shuku is looking rather impatient right now.
He can, because he received no damage, and he can say, okay, there is really no one covering them maybe from the other side of the map, but not from here.
Pavian getting spotted out, lands the shot on the move, though that's that T100 light tank. Great for shooting on the move. He gets behind the rock, and now he's in a kind of annoying position for eSuba.
This light tank is super fun to play.
No, I hate it. I hated it because the low penetration.
Yeah, but you can really move fast around the map. You can spot, you can shoot people in the back and the sides frontally. Don't even think about it, of course. But still, it's not all about the damage, Zaki. Not always.
Everything is about damage.
It's about winning.
Like a wise man once said, damage is damage.
That's from XPM Bible?
No, that's from Warlord.
Okay, I believe in winning. 0 damage, million damage, just win.
Muka now repositioned though further up. He has a small angle there on towards Overus, but not taking it. Muka showing his climbing experience. Sturoids taking some more in the meantime, but so far, Mojo, positionally, who do you say has the better right now? Who's ahead?
I don't like the positions of VZs at the moment because they're stuck there. They can't push. They're pretty much useless. If they try to go on other side and rotate the map, they will be shot in the flank. So it does look like eSuba has more HP, 1k HP more, but position-wise, I don't think they're winning the game.
We'll have to see when eSuba decides to make their move. I wonder if Lukin is still in the same position, waiting. Always
yes, he is.
Waiting. He's still there. He's still waiting.
This is the only thing eSuba can actually do. Gather up and push that side.
I think Froley might be trying to get an angle as well on towards some overroost. Takes a connection there from Muka and the TVP.
That's also additional info now for eSuba, who knows that there is TVP there.
They know he moved away from the corner, right?
But they know exactly where he is now, because there is only one possible angle he can shoot from.
Szczepanik here just covering the backside. So far, Utopia has kind of everything covered, but they are split, though. If there was a decisive push at one point, how would they deal with it?
I don't like the fact that Utopia has Papapavian in that light. Maybe if he was a German light, he's much better shooter and better damage dealer, so he would be more useful in a case of the fight. eSuba, if they push the lower side, if they do it fast enough and no one gets tracked, they have a chance to shut down these butchots and win the game. But if they lose one guy on the way, I don't think it will happen.
Overus.
They're perma-spotted, that's the problem.
They only really have one play. Andrew is obviously spotted on the hill. Froley's looking for the push as well. Ukets is going to be the first one to come around the corner. There we go, the 5A start to make their way. Ukets gets Amorak, takes another shot, takes the third shot. The last connection from Muka, nope, not coming out. He landed 3 out of the 4 shots in that TVP. He's now going to be reloading. And how does eSuba progress from here?
Well, they need now to take care of the Shuku, because Shuku is a problem. I mean, Lukin is waiting too long. He was already supposed to be in my eyes. He was already supposed to be together with these VZs and pressing towards the Shuku and Bihu. They have a crossfire, yes, but they're only still 2 guys.
Muka, in the meantime, takes a lot of damage in his TVP, though takes even more damage. Muka, slight mistake being made there, down to 88 HP actually, and he goes down. Big mistakes coming out from Muka in the TVP. In the meantime, though, Utopia making a decisive play on the hill, takes down Combat. Andrew soon to follow as well. Ukets in the meantime picks up Shuku, but it's still kind of even. But the mistake from Muka, I think, is a lot worse.
It's a lot worse because they didn't have to lose him. Shuku will fall, but they will still have the game on. At the moment, Utopia has the high ground, so that's important for them, and they have a lot of fast mobile tanks. eSuba tries to compensate with their heavies, but 3.5 minutes, mate.
3.5 minutes and more damage being taken on the side of eSuba. Overus extending too far. Bihu is not going to let this opportunity slide. Gets the first in, gets the second in, claims his scalp, and now Froley in a little bit of no man's land as well. And I think there should be Utopia holding on as Papapavian in his T100 light tank removes Froley from this battle, leaves 3 standing for the side of eSuba versus 4 from Utopia.
It's not going to happen in the first game for eSuba. I think there is no way for that. We've been corrected before, but Papapavian is 100% HP. He should be able to press them.
Well, Szczepanik just threw away his full tank.
Oh, dear God.
So there is possibility now. He was high HP, tried to go kill Unji and died.
We need to see Lukin and how he plays now, because it all evolves around him on eSuba side. And from Utopia, I would say the key player is Bihu. Bihu is in position to help both left and right side. If he falls, they'll fall apart.
Well, they know Bihu is in that position. They don't know if he's still there, obviously, but they know that was where he was. Unji is really stuck behind that house, though. There's only really one play for eSuba, it's to push across the F line.
I agree, actually, with that. But that will lead them right in the shots of the steroids. And Unji can then do something about it, I guess.
But Papapavian is covering the other angle. Papapavian actually has a
but he's a single shooter. He's a single shooter light.
Lukin does not have the gun elevation, I think, to shoot at Bihu. Bihu gets the first shot, but Lukin might actually get the kill. No! Bihu picks it up. Unji returns the favor though on towards him, and now it's a 2v2 with 1 minute and 49 seconds left. It's going to be hard for eSuba to make this work.
I don't think they can, because there is not enough time. There is always one guy who can run away from Utopia. Papapavian, number 1 if you think about it, and they still need to dig out steroids from the hill, which will be hard enough by itself.
Steroids, we need to know. Ooh, he's actually going to peek out, spots out Unji, decides to back off. He needs to be playing around with time. 1 minute and 24 seconds left here for eSuba to make a play. Unji needs to not make a mistake right here. He peeks out, he actually gets the shot on the move. Tsuros is actually going to pick it up, and that was unnecessary from Unji there. Now, in the meantime, Papapavian shooting Ukets in the back, and this should be the end of this round.
Ukets is between Hammer and Anvil here. Papapavian and Steroids can do whatever they want with him. Definitely round going for Utopia.
Well, I want to take him out on dinner. Does that count? You said do whatever you want, so I'm saying dinner, okay?
Why does it always have to be about food?
Because I love chicken nuggets, man. What can I say?
You're totally KFC guy, man.
Well, they have chicken as well, right? But yeah. Papapavian picks it up. That was a weird round, honestly. Again, mistakes being made. Muka in the TVP You cannot allow yourself to die like that. You really just cannot.
The good thing for Utopia, they really didn't fall for the trap. eSuba was definitely waiting for them to react on that lower side, so that didn't happen. Still, Muka could have played much more careful. He allowed himself to get spotted for no reason there, being greedy. He should have waiting for complete commitment from eSuba guys, and once they turn their guns, try to kill Shuku, that's when he clips out. I mean, he will do his clip in a couple of seconds anywhere.
Good stuff there, though, from Steroids on that hill area. He played that very well. Bihu as well, and then Papa Pavin and T100 Light Tank. Actually wanted to point out that he had removed Speed Governor in his T100 Light Tank. It's always an interesting thing, because you obviously sacrifice medkit for it, or fire extinguisher, obviously.
But for such a fast tanks, even faster acceleration, I guess their original plan was for him to go elsewhere, but they decided when they saw the lineup of EZs to not do it.
I just wanted to, throw that out there. But Cliff looking like a 1-1? I think so.
We will see. I mean, eSuba was good defensive team on Cliff, and they knew to trap a lot of teams before. Utopia played careful this time, but Utopia was defending. Now they have to attack, and they need to think how to break eSuba's side and whatever they think of.
Well, we're going back on towards Cliff for the second half of this map, and it's going to be eSuba going to be defending now, and Utopia taking on the attack. Let's see. We haven't seen a Utopia attack so far, so it's going to be interesting to see what they are going to be bringing.
Yeah, this was their second defense.
Yeah. So they brought 5 bats, DVP and a 5A, eSuba 5A, another 5A, an STRV, and 4 bat shots with that.
Well, having an STRV doesn't really make
Uchi
you wonder
STRV.
where will he be.
Yeah.
So he will be on elevated position. It's only how will they use the other tanks and what will they press.
I don't know. We'll have to see what kind of plan Utopia is going to be going for in the beginning. That's really the question. It looks like a very heavy 1-2 line push to start off with.
It looks like they're just all out. Most of the tanks are coming from the low line. They're trying to dominate that part of the field.
Combat and Froli going to go on a climbing mission together. Climbing buddies.
Andrew completely pulled back. He's still spotted, so they know where he is, but he just wants to avoid being damaged. And mission success. In the start, Utopia takes over this part of the map, and there is a rotation immediately coming. Bihu and Steroids coming to go for the other side to climb the hill, which is okay because they are now effectively boxing in Utopia without wasting time. This is important move. They are taking control of the map, and they're doing it in fast fashion.
In the meantime, Froli, Combat, the climbing buddies have made their way up on the hill. No surprise that it's Froli and Combat for that matter, especially Combat. He's always the one climbing for the eSuba side in the last season.
Also.
Yeah.
Both of them were doing it all the time in the last season.
So they have double bats on the hill. Utopia looks to want to make quick moves though, the way they started this game.
Who shot Overus, by the way?
Shuku shot Overus. He was at G5 on that position.
Both of them are spotted. Bihu and Steroids are spotted, so they know exactly what's going on. eSuba knows what's coming for them.
Be careful here. Because there can be a lot of damage done from this hill. We've seen it before multiple times. It's a good spot though from Combat and Froli. It really is.
He needs to be careful when he peeks now. Okay, so we have 2 budgets that are on the hill. There is absolutely no way for Utopia really to push around. They need to climb their budgets here. We've seen yesterday, no, that was on America, a guy that flipped, right? Yeah, it was on America.
Was it in America? Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. No, it was in America. Somebody flipped in his bat. I remember it because I made fun of Safa in the chat. I would never do such a thing though. Steroids?
Flip or make fun of Safa?
Unji actually flipped in a clan war with me a few days ago, so, I'm afraid to see him.
Well, he's playing STRV on the other side, so he's safe from
which makes it even
action.
easier to flip. But Combat takes one from Biku, forced to back off. They have given up the hill, and this is a lot of control for Utopia, 3 minutes in already.
Utopia, as we said, already taking a fast control of the map, which will give them some crossfire. They chasing away budgets with use of that TVP. This is a really nice angle that wasn't even used in previous season, I believe.
It's a very nice position there from Papa Pavin. Has a good shot on towards that top of the third when Combat tries to peek, so he gave him one. Combat now down to 1071 HP. Needs to be careful. Overus peeking very aggressively here in that top ramp. You can get punished so quickly if you get spotted.
but we see that no one is doing it.
But
Sturo
look
is
at
coming
this
from other
Shuku.
side, and there is commitment already.
Combat is in trouble. Shuku from the top, but Sturo is from the bottom side, and he's already down. Froli now is still safe, but Combat got completely removed out of this game. That was super aggressive from Utopia.
I actually liked it, and I didn't expect it even. I didn't see it coming like that. Utopia looking much better today than yesterday in the games we've seen.
That was a very, very, very aggressive play. Now Froli is all by himself on that hill.
All by yourself. Yeah. 6 minutes go
You
is
should
to go
totally
till the
sign
end.
up for the voice.
Yeah, about that. Bihu reloading, they're probably just waiting for that, and then Froli will, but the next one, they will be a total push, I guess, from Utopia side, because they do have the advantage now.
Papa Pavian trying to make some blind shots, trying possibly to make a connection on towards Unji.
Well, he actually checked him.
Well, does that count really as a connection? Technically it does, but really does it?
It's still a connection of some sort.
Technicalities, honestly.
Potatoes. Come on.
Pretty much. Steroids now playing a little bit more aggressive, but he needs to be careful because Yukets is waiting there in his 5A. I mean, he might get one shot. Ooh, Overus, if he backs off from here. Overus taking some more. It's actually Papa Pavian coming over from the top, but Papa Pavian, yeah, I don't think he'll be doing that one again. He lost about 1.1k HP for that one.
That was needless to say it the best, but still there is advantage here for Utopia, tactical plus a gun. And Papa Pavian can still just wait for any kind of commitment by his team and then empty his shell on someone. Empty his clip.
It's true. Unji just waiting for Bihu to come over. They really think that they're going to push on towards Froli. I mean, he's just waiting for that move. Froli actually takes a shot there from Steroids, I think it was, in his bad shot. So he needs to be careful because he's now a two-shot for anybody.
Froli isn't a problem, but he's not the only guy in a problem in eSuba team. And they're still keeping Andrew down. I don't know why, because there is a couple of guys they're still not 100% sure where are they from Utopia. But Utopia, we have the insight because of the minimap. They are gathering for the push from this side. So I guess maybe even Yukets will be the primary target.
Overus spots out Shepanek though. It's a little bit more info for the side of eSuba. Shepanek driving straight towards the middle.
There we go, connections. Like you said, like there is a possibility now that Overus will really get in a problem from the back, from Steroids and from Muka from this side.
I think Shepanek might actually go aggressive against him. Try and make a play on towards that position. Needs to be careful in his bat. Unji obviously waiting, looking behind Andrew. Starting to push up though in his batcha. That's very, very, very aggressive. Andrew is going on a solo mission around the hill. Andrew, what are you doing, mate? Never carries. Waiting there is 5A. Muka on the other side. Andrew will now realize what is up. The 5A of Never Carry is starting to turn around, and Muka will come over from the top. Let's see how much damage he actually takes from this one, because it is a mistake that's being made. The first shot comes out. He should take at least one more. No, actually, I think that was a ricochet on the tracks there.
That was a mighty budget armor in live. Taking only one shot for all the pleasure here. This is really nice.
I really don't think he had pleasure during that.
He survived.
Wow.
He survived, man. Like, he was supposed to be completely wrecked and destroyed and burned to the crisp in that very moment, but he survived. They didn't expect anything crazy like that, I guess. But still, it gives them a lot of room here, because they know he's stuck down and they should push in these moments on remaining Utopia tanks that are on the upper side of the map.
Shepanek getting spotted out by Yukets. I think he's going to make the move right now in his batch shot. He's going full speed. He's going over. Yukets is waiting there already. Takes one, takes two, takes three. Down to 366 HP. Shepanek in trouble. That's the full batch shot that's about to go down. Biku in the meantime comes over and picks up Froli, but now they lose two rods. Shepanek, he's going to go down rather quickly as well. Yukets need to play it safe though. Papa Pavian from the top of the hill, but Unji is locking him down. Yukets down to 724. Unji is very crucial in this situation. Yukets going to come around the corner, pick up Shepanek. That's another batch shot down, and eSuba looks to hold on.
Unbelievable here that actually Utopia is somehow throwing this down. They did a really full commitment and I liked it, but the focus fire by Suba guys and those wicked guns of VZs are really crucial in this game.
Unji just about staying alive in his STRV. Lukin actually getting really decimated in his bot shot in the meantime. Never Carry really trying to make that connection on towards the STRV. He needs one shot. That's all he needs. He's looking for the angle. Nope, doesn't get it. Andrew now reloading. Muka will have reload advantage though. It's not over. It's not over at all because Unji is going to go down here right now against Never Carry. There we go. Biku, in the meantime, has died. That means he fell onto a rock.
Will Lukin survive now? Never Carry is the only guy with some HP here in Utopia team, and he missed 2,000 HP on eSuba side between 3 guys. 2.4k on Utopia, 1.5 minutes to go. Ukets is the next target here for Never Carry. If he takes him out, they will have the domination on upper side of the map. Muka is pushing here on Andrew. He does have the shell because he knows that Andrew does not yet.
Andrew's reloaded just now though, yeah. He just came off of reload. Muka waited just a little bit too long. Andrew picks up the kill. They now will get Ukets though, so they can't try to play around with the cap. But 5A and a TVP versus double bot, there should be no way that this works out for Utopia. One reset is all eSuba needs.
Yeah, in this case, Utopia really must rely on Never Carry's armor. He needs to practically bounce the shell, and they need to connect both on one of the bashas, but they will still leave one more guy. 44 seconds, 43, and so on. Andrew and Lukin are closing in.
Well, Andrew's climbing though. He's just going to get the safe angle. If he goes up further, which he has time for, or even from there, I think he can get a shot. Is he going to go spot? No, he shouldn't go spot. Lukin should be...
He should just wait for Lukin. Lukin will spot and he can shoot.
Look,
20 seconds.
That's an eternity, honestly. He's already looking towards Papa Pavin's position. He can even blind shot one shot at least right here, to be honest.
Yeah, he can wait.
12 seconds, 10 seconds left now. Never Carry gets spotted out. Looking from the top. Papa Pavin still not spotted though. Never Carry gets the shot. Now Papa Pavin needs to die. 3 seconds left here. Lukin, you need to get a reset. 1 second left. Finally he does. Comes over. He's going to go down for that one. With 4 seconds left, Lukin going out with style, gets the reset and picks up the round for his team, making it 1-1. That's 2 guys that died to physics in 1 round.
Well, physics and gravity was never a very forgiving opponent.
I don't really work well with physics either, dude. Gravity, it's just a bully.
So you will Apple Wow best buddies ever.
We are, actually, buddies.
There you go. We have his signs all over the maps. I think they will make a new one for Ghost Town, probably after the last season. I mean, the guy is experimenting on every possible way where to fall, but never mind. Here, in this case, Lukin's sacrifice was more than justified because if he didn't hit the shell, that would be absolutely...
I mean, they let it rather close. I feel like... Who was the other bot? Andre?
Yeah.
Should I climbed up all the way? I had time to do pretty much the entire climb to get a good reset angle because he didn't have any.
I don't know why he didn't.
He didn't have a reset angle from there.
Papa Pavian doing almost 3.6k in his TVP, more than worthy.
But then again, I don't think Papa Pavian was able to lift his gun enough to to shoot either.
There is no way for him to shoot anything there.
So that's an issue.
But we were wondering how will Papa Pavian do on tier 10 tanks.
He did fine. He did really well in this round.
Well.
But Mojo, the only way you learn is by falling. It's all about getting up. It's the getting up part that's the hardest. When life beats you down, Mojo, you need to find the strength and the composure to get up.
You became very wise with years.
I know, right? I will remember that. I remember what you just said. Just wait till it's your birthday.
Yeah, just a couple of months more.
We'll see then. Prokhorovka gonna be the next map between eSuba and Utopia. You can see the caps on your screen. One located in the center of the south field. Attack, defense, both spawn, just like in random battles. And here we have the lineups. So Utopia, Foch B, 4 5-8s, double bot, eSuba, 35-8s, I7, STRV, double bot.
I kind of guessed the Papa Pavian we played that Foch B, man.
Yeah, but this is, you know what you can do with the Foch B though? If you like playing aggressive in the middle, you can just push him over. All he has to do is one clip.
True, actually.
It can work. You push with 5-8s.
I don't think they will do that.
I'm just saying it's something you could do.
Yeah, but would he even make entire clip? Because once you push, he would be in a crossfire.
You push 5-8s first. One of the 5-8s takes a shot. Then he has, at the very least, 8.8.
Yeah, he can shut down entire tank.
He shoots at least 4 shots by the time anybody's reloaded.
Yeah, he can pretty much fire entire clip easily.
But they're not.
And even if they kill him after, it doesn't matter because the guys who are not, it could work.
They're not going for that because he's sitting in K2 right now. So
yeah,
maybe he's just covering in case eSuba push on towards him, because then he can also do 6 shots.
So this is pretty much almost same setup as Who Cares had the last game, with only exception Papa Pavian is on 4th B instead of on 5th.
And there's an I7.
5A.
eSuba has an I7.
No, I'm talking about Utopia.
Oh.
And eSuba has an STRV also.
I like the move from Shuku here, though. He might be able to spot out the STRV if it keeps going like this. And then Unji will insta-die.
Do you want that?
No, but I'm just saying, like, if he drives forward, like, 100 meters to the left, Unji will die.
Papa Pavian is one with the bush. He knows the knowledge well.
Be one with the bush. The bush is you.
That blue doesn't go very well with that green, but never mind that. Pretty static game so far. Utopia took the middle approach, but they've done nothing so far. Like their Shuku and Bihu are trying to establish their dominance over this side of the map. If they spot the rail, these guys will absolutely annihilate anyone there. If no one is there, they're just going to start capping. There we go. Froly is washed out.
Froly takes 1, takes 2, takes 3. It's going to take 4 right going over here. Froly down and out. Shuku going towards A0, and that was the move, the best move they could have made.
Unji connecting one shell here, but it doesn't really
eSuba
matter.
has to push.
Yeah, there we go. Bihu is taking the approach already. He's gonna proxy Unji and make him fall down, and then we will have a pressure by these visits. eSuba will counter push, but then we will see is Papa Pavian as effective in that foh.
Well, Papa Pavian still has shots remaining. Lukin taking so much on fire. Papa Pavian picks him up. It seems like he's making that 4B work. Muka's in trouble in the meantime, but this is a last-ditch effort for the side of eSuba. Unji, in the meantime, is getting surrounded by a double bat, so he's going to go down. Shuku's already starting to put shots into the back of combat, and once Froly went down this round, went down with it quicker than a ship in the ocean when he gets hit by an iceberg. So, yeah, there's not much to say about this one, is there, Mojo?
Yeah, Titanic all the way. I agree on that.
That did look like that. I mean, Froly was the iceberg.
Was a good plan by Utopia, and they made eSuba pretty much end themselves.
I wonder what eSuba really was, like, doing. Like, because even... Nice ram kill there. But he, like, what was the plan for eSuba? What was the long game plan? Because they know they gave up the entire eastern side as Bihu picks up Andrew. That is him.
It's almost like they expecting someone will just suicide and push over the middle
Yeah,
on them,
even if
and
Froly
then
is
they
not
will
there.
do the damage.
Well, even if Froly is not there, if Shuku doesn't spot Froly, what does he do? He just drives down. He spots Unji. If Unji fires, I think he spots him. Even if then, he would just drive down. If nobody's challenging him, he drives down. And that's Unji dead. How does this work for eSuba?
No, this is just a bad planning. Like, if there was a trap down with 2 tanks waiting, like we've seen before, it could work. They could maybe kill Shuko and Bihu. If there was any kind of significant presence on that side of the map, that could maybe completely trap out those batshots and make the play, but they were spread out all over the place. They had tanks on the middle, a bit to the right, a bit on the left, you know, making a great view of the map.
I really didn't ever just expecting Utopia to go like yalla yalla.
It wasn't yalla yalla, like he was just relying on spots. Like they saw already visits on the middle, so he knew there cannot be a huge presence of the tanks on that side, and Shuku just used it and went going on and went going on.
Unji and Froly, I think they just expected Utopia to go yalla yalla.
It does look like they expected it, but it was a bad plan.
That was a bad. As soon as Froly dies there, they've lost the game, all pretty much, because they have no control left over anything. They're surrounded already, so. I'm not too happy with that. You know, they should at least have something spotting the eastern side. I mean,
well, passive plays never pay off. We've seen it more than once so far, but this is another game, another chance for them to redeem.
Well, I like this. Ooh, Stu Roig, GWE100. Let's say he was a magnificent Artie player.
That's what you said.
And it's not him playing. It's him playing Artie, not Papa Pavian.
It's actually quite interesting.
It is interesting indeed.
Papa Pavian was always one of the best players of RT in the league, so that means that they have more faith in Papa Pavian as a tier 10 player, and Stu is on RT.
Well, Papa Pavian's playing the lights though.
He played that too.
Yeah, so perhaps they just have more faith in Papa Pavian's light play than Stu Royce's light play?
Yeah, probably. Which would make sense because Papa Pavian has huge experience.
Who else would they put on the light tank in the strat? They can't put Stu Royce on it.
No, it's Stepanek.
I really wonder how much this GWE100 is going to do. Like, he's reloaded, he's ready to shoot, he has targets.
Well, of the all the artists, the only fast and shooting one is Object 261, but GV has some impact compared to 261, so more meaning to it.
Well, here we go.
GC and 92 have by far longer. Okay.
117. He aimed for Lukin, but he hit UCAT. That's called thinking ahead. Putting 2 targets in your line of fire, thinking ahead, Mojo.
Well, that ground really suffered quite a lot, but this is the problem now, honestly. If eSuba doesn't play smart enough, if they don't do anything proactive, RT will just chip them down. Papapavian is already rotating and they're making a crossfire.
Papapavian is indeed already pushing down the 1-2 line, followed up closely by Shuku. Never carry. Got spotted out in his mouse. Overus gets hit by Artie. And these 5As from eSuba, Lukin, Unji, Froli, they're going to be in trouble very soon. They need to get across the rails, because if they do not, then Papapavian and Shuku will be able to shut them down rather quickly. Never carry is a mouse on a long distance. It's not really going to happen, is it?
Well, these guys are definitely doing the work here. eSuba is kind of stuck here, and they're in a crossfire. Papapavian doesn't have much pen, but he can keep them spotted here, and he can shoot them and DPM them in the back. There is Artie's shot coming in, and here again close miss here. Quite a lot of luck on eSuba's side in that regard, but still, capping is not possible with having Artie. GVE is more than capable to reach. Look at the amount of damage Unji took now.
Unji is down to 535 HP. Artillery is reloaded in 12 seconds. Utopia has done the damage to begin with. A good move down 1-2 line. A little bit risky, but they had the spot though from Papapavian. Now Never Carry getting into position in that mouse, and RT will come out, reset his base all day long. And this is not looking good for eSuba whatsoever.
Well, it looks like they're just falling to the trap of Utopia over and over again on Prokhorovka. It looks like they're quite an open book for them, because Utopia is always like 2 steps ahead. All the time we were watching this map. And this is definitely a breakthrough map for Utopia. I don't see eSuba coming out of this one well.
No, me neither. The cap has been abandoned. They're 3,000 HP down. Artillery is looking down on them. Papapavian, look at his position. He's sitting all the way on top there to shoot into the back. And the 5As are going to come up and over. Lukin's going to be the first one. Gets tracked, gets held already. This is a desperation push, if anything. The mouse in the meantime is being pushed as well. They're focusing Shapanak. He's almost down. But look at these 5As from eSuba. They're almost all dead. Biku's now going to be the next target. And it is starting to go a little bit better here for eSuba. But they need to continue. They can't stop anymore. They need to chase if they want to win this game.
They did well so far. They need to shut down combat also. And I mean, the rest of the guys like Shuku. But the problem is Artie didn't hit a single shell well so far. That's the only thing that's keeping...
Oh, he hit Froley. 472.
That's the first one.
But now, Never Carry is still alive, by the way. 3,000 HP, sitting between 2 bad shots. Him in combat. UCats.
It's going to be quite
What
a
HP? What HP, UCats? Got hit for 349. He's alive on 1.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. This push, it's desperation. It's not really going to work, but it was the best they could do. Now they have to hope that Utopia makes mistakes, and it's not happening.
It's just not happening. Andrew is the only guy with the HP. Let's see, finally some connection by Artie here. Overus will fall though very soon, and Papapavian, he can easily end combat, but he will not have to.
Never Carry. What?
Nice tracking shot.
Did that really just happen?
They just kept him tracked, like brilliant.
That was a suicide. Andrew combat now 2 1-shots versus 3 tanks, so it's not really gonna happen. Sturoids shoots, and he hits. Removes Andrew from the equation. Now 3 versus 1. 3 versus 2 was unlikely. 3 versus 1, it's never gonna happen.
No, not with Muka on such a high HP. He just needs to park next to Artie as he's doing and protect him, while there is a spot going on by Shuku.
Finally.
Shuku is more than 1 shot for combat. Combat would have to have a high roll to see him first on time, aim him and fire, and then survive the consequences.
Everything makes sense to me after what you said, Mojo. Tank destroyers are supposed to protect artillery. Thank you for clarifying that once and for all.
Now you know where they're sitting there.
Exactly. I was wondering this for a grand total of like 40,000 games, but now Mojo, you've made me understand. Thanks a lot, dude.
Yes.
Learn something new every day, well, every year in this case.
You can do the spotting all the time as you do, no problem.
Well, what do you mean with that?
You're always in the front line, right?
That is, I'm a man of the front line.
There you go.
I'm not sure if you're like trying to say something here.
If you have a specific playstyle.
I'm still not like, I don't fully understand what you're trying to say.
That's the point. You should not understand. Combat is here trying to do something here, but I don't really know what
I think he's going to get balanced.
Hmm?
I think he's going to get balanced, Barry. Oh.
Let's see.
Oh. If he lands this.
Praise the Lord shot.
If he hits this. Ooh. God, that was actually really close. Wow. Poor Combat.
Well, he drew that shot. Now he needs to survive.
Man, if this was me, I would be driving in a straight line to A1.
There is really no point in whatsoever he's doing. Like, he can go and maybe trigger a cap, and then the only hope he would have is to kill Shuku in one shot and survive Muka in the same time and Arti. Other option is to try to go for them, get spotted shot before he even sees where from.
Well, let's see if Arti can blind reset Combat. That's going to be interesting. He leaves the cap. Okay. Well.
Combat mate, do decide what you want to do.
He's going for A1 now.
There we go.
That's what I would do as well. He must know that they're both just sitting on 1-2 line though, because there's
nothing else they have to do.
Muka is being one with the bush. Combat about to come up. Combat about to come over. And Muka picks it up. That will be Utopia, actually 3-1 mojo. Our predictions are disastrous.
Yes.
We said 5-3 for eSuba.
Did we?
We sure did.
Oh dear. Not good.
Just like eSuba in this round.
Night is young. Night is young. Ghost Town is ahead. Production knows everything, right?
What did they say again?
Contra of us.
5-3 for Utopia?
Yeah, we said for one team and they said for other. It was on internet, so it's gonna be forever alive.
You can delete the VOD.
Maybe. But Ghost Town will be the next map. It's a heavy brawl map. We're gonna see how it works out for Utopia now with a lot of replacements they have in a team.
They've been doing good so far, though. At least on this map.
So far, their cooperation and the way they played out these maps were much
Stewards
better.
is doing really well, actually, so far.
And we need to see how eSuba actually do now on Ghost Town. Ghost Town, heavy brawl map. You can either cap, make pressure, or just push into the team. That usually doesn't end that well. And
Utopia is one of those teams, though, that was one of the first to bring like triple mouse on Ghost Town.
Yes.
Back in the day when Miloš was still in the team.
Yeah, they really like the multiple mouse meta.
Yeah. So somehow I expect them to play with 3 mouse.
But we need to see also, do they want to play the caps? We've seen i7, how effective
3
it is
mouse, Papa Pavilion on an IS7.
Type 5 somewhere.
I don't think that'd be a Type 5. I
Type
do
5.
actually, if a Papa Pavilion was playing any tank, it'd be IS7 or mouse. I think.
Let's see this. The screen will tell us all. Ghost Town. Nothing changed so far here, guys. Just a couple of the tanks added, like VZ, that can be played in every possible map.
Playing? Leopard 1. Okay, I was very close with my prediction there.
Well, it's a defense, so you had it right.
Yeah.
If in attack, it will be mouse or i7, I guess.
So they are playing with triple mouse, though. Triple mouse, double T57. I'm not surprised by that. I think that's still, they're going to stick to those tanks. They're going to stick to those mouses.
They should just play stick together team in the upper corner of the map. Without what they have.
Combat's going very aggressive. Swiss Froley. And sort of 50Bs. They usually says double cap.
Yeah, they want to go on one cap.
Or triple cap even.
How many i7s they have? They have a VZ and
they
the
have,
i7.
They have an i7, but Combat is going to be going already in the bat. Like, look what Combat's doing. He's trying to spot out the Leopard 1. He's going super aggressive Combat right now. You can see it, like he's already up, over. He went into that C3, C4 position, like that. You can go drive inside of those houses.
i7 is already close to the cap by now. He's not spotted, so he could be quite a surprise for them. And there we go. Combat is proxying their positions. This is what Daki was saying. Like, he played super aggressive, so they can see the enemy now. And if they try to cross, he can shoot through this little gap. And that's the only way in and out.
And he's blocking Papa Pavian because there's a threat that he peeks out and spots him in the Leopard 1. So now the cap has started with Froley. Ooh, Combat. 875 HP left. Peeking out one thing. going too far, another. Papa Pavian is going for it right now, though. The timing there is brilliant.
So Papa Pavian will climb up now, but there is a minute and 25 seconds on the cap. Froley's turret will be hard to pen as it is.
There's still the destructible stuff in front of it as well, because Papa Pavian had no time to clear it.
Shuku is flanking from the back part on Utopia side, so he will try to press on the back side of the cap. Andrew is defending it in 50B. Ooh, and Shuku is taking some damage.
Ooh, Shuku takes 2 from Unji there. Very good play by him, and he could die at any moment if Andrew decides to push him.
Yeah, but Andrew doesn't know exactly what's still there. So Unji and Andrew are doing that, but there is a push coming in here from Utopia, and we should see it.
This is Utopia's push, so they're going for it all right here, right now. Let's listen in and see how they're going to hold this one off.
Zabijte Bčko a musíte tlačit na tu padu 7.
Kolik mám oka minus, přáteličku?
Je to všechny, ne?
Jdu za to
Dvě.
oky?
Hej, musíte, mě tady zabije.
Já nabijím 10 ještě.
15.
Prostě mu dá ránu
Tady mám minus 3.
Pojď sem, ty pauzy nějakou.
No, teď mi jeden, 50 nabíjí. Už no, ještě jeden.
Ta 50 má úplně za
Ty mauzové peru.
Máš to 50 má podělivky, ne?
My musíme zkusit klid na ty mauze prostě, Andrew.
Musíte.
Dvě, pojď 5 hápek,
Jo.
Ta 50 má vybitá.
Maus na ránu, 52 na ránu. Nice, 57
Pojďme
rány.
dopředu. Mám dvě.
Luke, musíš zabít
57 musíme, kámo.
Jaký musíte?
Další?
Jo.
Nabijím, jo? Tady pojede 50.
Zkusím jí chytnout.
Je na 2 rány, jo?
Na 2 rány.
Já ji chytnu, nebo chytnu
Zabije
Leopard. Že ona je vevnitř, kámo.
Já nabijím 12.
Dělá vevnitř, bro.
Vyjel.
Nabijím 5. Tak.
Tam, kdybys kombatent nepíkoval, tak se tam mohl zabít.
Můžeš Andrew jet z té strany?
Zkusím, no právě.
Zabiješ ho?
Ty vole. Drek prostě mi padne.
It was winnable there for eSuba Mojo, but so many...
It was chaotic.
Yeah, there's a few mistakes there, honestly, that really cost him. Like, Bartelecek bounced Muka when Muka was a one-shot. Muka did 2 more shots because of it.
Now Over is also positioning there in the middle, turning the side to 5 guys in one moment, I would say. Not really helping. Like, at the end of the game, they really had nothing to stop Never Carry and Steroids. They just steamrolled through entire team, double tapping everyone on the way.
Yeah, when those masters get into the fight and you can't focus them down quickly, they just become an unstoppable force almost. Because your autoloaders are just reloading. Unji trying to dodge Steroids but Never Carry. Gonna be peeking from the back. Steroids picks it up. Actually, triple kill for him in this round. And Utopia is doing what neither me or Mojo expected, and it's dominating eSuba right now. It's 4-1. Andrew picks up Bihu, but if he wants to win this, he needs to kill 2 mouses, which are both above a 4-shot in average rolls.
I mean, if they stand still and he shoots, it would still be a problem.
Probably, most likely.
And what's he gonna do? Like, they're just slowly flanking him, but eventually one of them will see him, and that's gonna be the end.
Never Carry spotted him right now and picks him up, and that is Utopia 4-1 up over eSuba. Strong stuff.
I'm rather impressed, not expecting such a result, not such a strong leap after the yesterday games, but Utopia already got their things together and they started playing stronger. eSuba on the other side, not the really greatest performance so far. They have only 1 chance now to stay in the game.
Unji did very well there, but then Steroids and Never Carry, the 2 tanks we talked about, well, the 1 tank for 2 players, the mouse.
Plus the old dog Bihu.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of individual positioning mistakes and such really costing eSuba. Like you said, Overus.
It was a neat trick putting combat in that window, but he didn't play it out to the fullest, and he lost a lot of HP, any kind of possibility to survive. Like, because when the fight starts, you can always just push a 57 and clip him out inside easily.
You can't stop him from doing it either.
Yeah, because he's not full HP and he simply cannot
Even
survive.
if he double tracks him, doesn't matter, because the 57 just waits for his track to be repaired, comes in, kills him.
Yeah, so that was not the best play in the world, that's for sure. The other guys also, when the fight started, didn't really position that best. The crossfires between them didn't cover each other that well.
And these two mouses really...
Yeah, and honestly, Utopia mouses played it really well.
Well, it's all or nothing for eSuba now as we head into the 6th round between these two. The final one on goes down. It's going to be eSuba on the defense. Utopia on the attack. And let's see if Pyrion's playing an IS-7. I'm kind of curious if I guessed it.
Well, about that. There we go.
There we go.
Much better.
What is? Oh, he's playing a 5A. No IS-7 in the strat.
Oh, little Papa Pyryon is evolving.
Yeah, he is.
He is going out of the comfort zone, playing other tanks. And he didn't tell us anything.
It's because the 5A has more view range.
It's also much better tank. But Szczepanek playing a mouse here together with Shuku, never carry Papa Pyryon steroids on 5As, and we have a 4B on Muka. They're gonna probably just put him in the back to cover. We've seen it happen yesterday, and he can do quite a good clip when someone pushes in.
So far a split approach from Utopia. Robico here just trying to spot out possible aggression coming out from eSuba, and he might see the 3 for Telecek, Unji, Andrew.
Yeah, they were hoping that there will be a full push by Utopia into the cap, the triple cap, so they positioned so many tanks on this side, trying to prevent it. But Utopia is not in a rush anywhere. They know they have the game, and they're playing it smart at the moment.
Nice shot there from Papa Pyryon. On towards Lukin, looking for the second, on towards Froley.
This tank is simply a beast.
It is. But I think eSuba is going to go for the push straight on towards Papa Pyryon, Mojo. It's already looking like that. No, Andrew turning around. It looked like that for a second. Overus loses his gunner and his mouse. Shuku has made it onto the cap in the meantime. And so far, I think Utopia is far, far ahead in this round.
Yeah, Utopia is doing quite well. I mean, eSuba is just reacting. There is a control of the cap already. There is a crossfire, but Muka is still not in position. If there is a strong push now, there is a slight chance here for eSuba to do something.
Andrew picking up. Ouch. He wants to clip out on towards Shuku. The first shot does not connect. The second one doesn't either. He has 2 more in his clip. There we go. That's a nice connection. 1 more shot available for him. I don't think he penetrated the last one, but a lot of damage nonetheless on towards Shuku.
Well, Shuku lost almost 2k HP, so that's quite a bit of damage done. There is about 1500 HP advantage here for eSuba, but still there is a cap pressure on. That means that Szczepanek is not really a fighting force because he can't shoot anyone from the cap, and that's something that eSuba should use.
Unji needs to be blocked off somehow though.
Szczepanek burning?
Yeah, he is burning. He took a lot of damage for that. I think it was from Unji. He relocated and is in that E4 ramp area where he can actually peek up and shoot that mouse. So Szczepanek needs a friend.
There is no more capping here for them. Utopia from that superior position is not superior anymore. But there is a flanking force gathering from the lower side. Never carry is going, and they might press here. But look at this. eSuba is actually finally reacting well. They're withdrawing and gathering the forces on the other side.
Yeah, Unji already backing off, making sure not to get caught out. Telecek, on the other hand, though, he did get caught out just ever so slightly by the combination of Papa Pyryon and Shuku tracking, and Papa Pyryon doing the damage. Now Szczepanek, I think, is going to go back on towards the cap, though. At least he should.
7 minutes till the end. Utopia kind of has to come up with a plan that will not allow them to lose HP on the way. So Bihu is trying to spot this part of the map to see the rotations from eSuba. Nice connection actually there.
Nice shot by Bihu. Has heat loaded. Also slower shell speed. Ooh, Muka.
What was that?
Yeah, that shell did not really go towards the center, did it?
No. Like, that was really weird.
That one does, though. Unji needs to be careful picking out with his 5A. Muka hits a drag shot. Ooh, he's just not hitting what he's really aiming for.
No, but actually Unji did. Good for him. Combat here again getting shot. This time by Never Carry, I believe. And there is a rotation coming in from Utopia from the lower side. This is where they want to press. They want to press Unji and Combat because they already bled some HP down. And there is the action coming in from eSuba.
But this is the push coming out from eSuba, and Utopia is going to have to hold on. eSuba is pushing in. Let's listen into Utopia and see if they can hold these mouses off.
Beka, na jedną pestkę, na gąskę beka. Oj, cichu.
Nie mogę, Mat.
Nie dałem rady więcej.
Kurwa.
Jedź do przodu, Paga.
Nie ma jej.
Ja po bata zapierdalam.
No jedź. I
Ja
tą
batowi
WZ-ę
zaraz może zrobię.
Nie, WZ-ę pan.
Nie zrobię.
WZ-ę to zrobi szybko.
Ja tego bata jadę.
Musisz szybko. Peskę
Tak,
nie
tak,
dawaj.
tak.
Mamsy, patrz, że mnie pikuj z tyłu.
No nie mam zamiaru.
Paweł go musi porobić.
Nie.
se.
To mnie też mam smut.
Ja ładuję,
Pauzy ci
ja ładuję,
kupują przecież,
ja ładuję.
A, bo jakby chyli
Spokojnie,
za mną, tak?
Stu i Never, spokojnie. Spokojnie, Stu i Never, spokojnie.
Po mnie zaraz
Na dupę mu jedzie, mało Pawianowi.
Musisz na dół jechać,
Ja z
Paweł.
tobą popilnuję.
To się spieprzę.
No nie widać mnie, kurwa, nawet.
Czekaj.
Pawian, ja jestem tutaj jestem już na tym, proszę. Może on wyjedzie. On cały
Ty,
wyjedzie.
Bichu, rotuj albo rób coś. Po
Czekaj, ja ładuję, no tak. Ja rotuję, jadę tutaj koło muki i tego małka wypierdolę tutaj. Poczekaj,
To
Kurwa.
on nie może coś jechać.
Tu może WZ przyjechać.
Ty miałeś spota?
no to wy się trzymajcie, no ja
Nie.
wszystkiego nie zrobię przecież.
Zaraz może mogę powiedzieć.
Ja mi się pójdą naokoło tu w ogóle, kurwa. Może tam
Gdybym miał naprawiaczkę, to bym zaryzykował.
Dobra, grajmy pod Bicha, Bichu ma dużo HP. Never i Stu możecie zrotować, żeby
Właśnie ja próbuję zrotować.
Słuchajcie,
Ten
ja
mouse
jadę
piknie
tutaj-
ode mnie, ten
ja
mouse
tu-
od mojej strony piknie.
Bichu może być więcej mouse'ów, musisz uważać, że...
Próbować grać na tego mausa?
A masz naprawiaczkę?
Mam.
Próbę.
Jest,
Ja zrotowałem.
jedzie tutaj, jedzie tu.
Albo zrobię
To niech
to, co
wie.
No ja rotuję tak samo.
To niech
Się bałem, że ma.
Z dupą jest bichu.
Dawaj, Bichu.
On się wycofuje.
Obraca się,
Nie,
obraca.
czekaj, ja kurwa, tutaj obym pojechał, kurwa.
A tam mogą być
Tam
mouse.
nie, Bichu. Tam nie, on ma covery.
Ja
100% tu ma
to
covery,
sprawdzę.
100% ma covery, tam musi
Tak?
mieć, jak tak gra.
To co, nie pokazywać się?
No stąd to go piknij po prostu, nie?
Chujowy kąt będzie.
Poczekajcie
Nie,
też
nie
na mnie, ja
przebije.
też dojadę, tak jak Bichu też mu peskę zrobię. W 3 naraz zrobimy, może jeszcze Never dojedzie. Jeżeli
czekaj,
można
Bichu.
tylko peskę zrobić, to,
Ale nie,
to,
tu niech
kurwa,
czołg, tu niech czołg zostanie, nie. Tu
To ja na balkonie, tutaj, do góry.
Tak, na balkonie,
Dobra.
no.
Bo jemu można za darmo peskę zrobić, czy coś?
Musimy mieć kontrolę tego musimy mieć.
Kurwa, on nie widzi.
Dawaj, Bichu. A już. Dawaj,
Nie,
dawaj,
nie
dawaj.
widział mnie, ja pierdolę.
Dobra, jedna wystarczy.
Się bałem, że mnie zobaczył, to strzeliłem.
A czemu
Ja
tu
muszę-
wjechałeś?
Ja stąd nie
Chciałem
ucieknę.
to zobaczyć, co tu się dzieje.
3
I on
minuty
teraz
mamy.
cofnął. Ja mu szczelę.
Stąd nie wyjmę go?
Prawo
Nie wiem,
wolę.
tu jest czysto, weź WZ.
Jak mi
zobacz,
coś
tu
na
jest
dupę
czysto.
wiedzie, jestem trupem.
Tak. Nie,
Nie,
masz spoty,
Never
masz
patrz.
spoty.
No ja tu spotuję.
Never patrz.
A ja tu kurwa
Ej,
działam.
Bo tak stać,
coś stanie.
mouse.
Mouse na
Kurwa,
270.
tutaj jest mouse. Ja...
Kurwa,
Czekaj,
to może
Dobra.
Bichu wypikować,
Czekaj,
niech chodzi,
co
mogę
zrobi?
zapierdolić.
Nie wiem, czy stąd?
Dobrze, jedź, Bichu,
Mouse podjeżdża.
Teraz jest chuj.
Ile WZ ma?
Nice. Teraz
Nie,
Bichu
WZ
tutaj,
miała.
Bichu tu, na
Tak.
tego, z WZ-ą, ze Stu?
Tak.
Spokojnie tylko, spokojnie. WZ ma ode mnie...
Ja ci dam- ja ci zrobię-
się Never.
A
Tutaj
spot
patrz.
jest kurwa czegoś na mnie.
Od mouse'a.
Nie no,
Albo WZ.
Mam
Jest
WZ.
WZ, jest info,
Dobra.
wszystko
To szybko
widzicie.
musimy tego... Kurwa, mocno zrobić, ja pierdolę.
Cokolwiek
Bez
zrobić.
jestem.
Spokojnie.
To, nie, ja jadę na WZ.
Tak,
kurwa.
jedź.
Wy Trzymajcie, ja jadę tutaj, i zajadę i mam 3 peski i pierdolę.
Spokojnie.
Pewne pesy.
Stu, nie teraz.
Dawaj, dawaj, no nie tracę, nie tracę.
Gdzie Lukin i Froli patrzą?
Well, Mojo, it's not looking good for eSuba, is it?
Now they're completely trapped in a corner. Bihu, the old dog, is hunting them one by one. They have all the time in the world. We said like it was 4.5 minutes when it started, and he has the shells enough. Okay, he missed one. He can still finish the job here.
He can indeed finish the job. If he gets a high roll, he could actually kill him in one shot. No, he misses that one, so Patelicek is going to be alive for a little bit longer. But now, Lukin, Froli, kind of by themselves, you know. They need some friends, and none of their friends are home anymore. They're out on a party already, so they're trying to call somebody, but there's nobody home. So they're in trouble because now Never Carry is surrounding them from the other side. And it's one thing being a mouse, but if you get surrounded from all angles, it's rather annoying. Never Carry comes up, picks up Froli, and his mouse Lukin now really could use a friend, but it's not going to happen. Muka pushing in as well with his Fog B. Pratelicek trying to come from behind, trying to do what he can with Lukin in the mouse. Yeah, goodbye. As Muka picks him up, and that's Utopia with 5 tanks left standing. Played it out extremely well towards the end of that round. Pratelicek, the last man alive for eSuba, and Bihu picks it up with his second in this round, and it is Utopia making it 5-1, and that was a stomp.
I really didn't expect such a strong performance by Utopia in this match. They are thinking better and better. This is only the second day. And based on what I've seen yesterday, I quite didn't expect this. But Utopia was a bit traditionally bad opponent for eSuba. They were usually wrecking them quite a lot. So
Papa
this is
Pavian.
nothing new here. Papa Pavian, the new tier 10 star.
Very well played in that 5A. Yeah, eSuba